Shalom, Yashrala. This your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here lesson, basically dealing with some of these people that's out here that's, that doesn't see the importance of the camps, or the camps are stumbling blocks into them. All right. Or, some of these people say that, I could, this here truth is just for me to teach me and myself and, build myself up, or I don't understand the importance of these camps. Or some of these people that'll sit here and listen to multiple different camps. All right. And then they wind up, trying to figure out why they're so confused about a lot of different things, and they're swayed back and forth. What you have to understand is this is exactly how the Most High had things set up. All right. Some people say, they don't have camps. It's not written in the scriptures about the different camps and everything like that. But you did have examples like that, where it was like, the disciples went out forth teaching and things like that. You had, basically, from Yahweh Shai on down, that was the truth, Then you also had some people that was out there, other groups and things like that, that was also teaching what they thought was the truth, but then they was all confused about different things, like, for instance, the Gentile situation, all right, which they was talking about the Gentiles then of the Israelites that didn't know that they were Israelites. All right. Well, they knew they were Israelites, but they wasn't keeping the Israelite customs. All right. They may have been born in a different location and things like that, and so on and so forth. Whereas today it's the same thing, where we have some of these camps out here teaching that Israel is a black only nation. All right. The so-called Latinos and Native Americans aren't Israelites. All right. Or, you even have some people that are saying that, if you come from Africa, you're a Hamite, and it don't matter where you come from, all right? Hell, you can come from China and be an Israelite, all right? Because we were scattered into the four corners of the earth. And now this is the importance of, listening in to just one camp, all right? And it's been proven through the Spirit, all right? It's been made manifest which camp has the 100% truth, all right? And we say that humbly, all right? Because it's not we don't get no extra money for it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like that, we don't get no real benefit out of these things, but we tell you these things to warn you about these things, all right? Is I forgot how the scriptures say, but it basically come reason with us, all right? Look at these other camps when it comes to these big major prophecies, all right? And you have to put yourself into this mindset, all right? My salvation depends on knowing the truth, all right? Let me throw my emotions out the window, all right? And line up these other camps and everything else like that, all right? Now just, knock down the prophecies, right? The mark of the beast. Who's been telling you what the mark of the beast is, all right? Now, it ain't been made 100% made manifest and clear what the mark of the beast is, but it's 98.9% clear, evident what they're pushing towards being the mark of the beast right now. All right. We all are, quote unquote, feeling that effect. Every time you go inside a store, they want you to put a mask on and everything like that. Not saying the mask is the mark of the beast, but this is what it's shaping up to be. All right. And who's been telling you that from day one? All right. And stood on that. All right. Also, who the Israelites and all these different things, or what manner of conversation should we have in these last days? Should we be trying to build up black communities? Should we be trying to buy airplanes and go to fashion shows and all these different things right now? Or should we be out here prophesying and hitting you with video after video after video after video, to the point where people are complaining about, oh man, y'all always talk about the same thing over and over and over again? That's a good complaint to have, because why? We're steadily hitting on prophecies, man. All right, we're steadily going into these end-time prophecies where your salvation depends on these things, all right? We're not going to go into things that's not expedient right now at this point in time, all right? But nevertheless, for those that's out there watching, these are the differences into these camps. And you may not know or understand what these people are doing and how it affects you, but this is why we break down these here videos for you, all right? So let's start here in the book of 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days, all right, now we're in the last days now, all right, perilous times shall come, all right? And if you're a non-believer or anything like that, look back at last year, man, all right? Everybody was in perilous times. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, all right? And that's, in a carnal sense, we already have this, with social media and stuff like that, Everybody just want to be flexing for the gram and everything like that to get more and more likes and everything like that, But also, and this here truth thing, all right? You have a lot of these... not to say like a camp head as far as like the camp that I'm in type of thing, but like the major camps, like the Apostle Tahar over GMS, that type of thing, those types of heads, right? We're not talking about Apostle Tahar, but the heads of the whole big camps, right? You have a lot of these people, and not just, the main one Western camps, but you have especially a lot of these non-one Western camps, or these offshoots, right? You have a lot of these people that are out there for what? for the how do I say, adulation for their own selves. All right, they want to seem like they're on some type of level. All right, or they just fleecing the flock, getting money. All right, you see these people that'll sell out and they'll get a government bag, a 501c3, they get that government bag, all right, that government cheese and things like that. All right, but then you have some of these other men that don't want to put, they don't want to fall under directly one of these one Western camps. All right, they don't want to fall in line, fall in order, because there's an order to these things. Whether you're in GMS or you're not in GMS, all right, there's still an order of things, man. All right, you've been learning from IUIC or something like that, or ISUPK, and you take all your lead from them, you might as well just fall in line up under them, man, because instead of trying to make your own offshoot and do, come on, man, what are you doing? You trying to get glory for yourself? That's what a lot of these guys go out there and do. And then they'll realize by preaching a certain type of way, they'll attract more and more people. All right, where it's the opposite for us, because what do people complain about us with? All right, we're so-called rude in speech, so-called we'll go out there and we're straightforward with you. You may hear us cussing out there and just getting direct, calling a spade, hey, these women out here acting like whores and things like that. Oh, that's why y'all, it's for the sisters, you got to be nice to the sisters. Like, nah, we are being nice to our sisters, man. We love our sisters. That's why we telling them to get their shit together, man. Same with our brothers out there, man. You out here doing some fuck shit. We telling your ass, Nick, get your shit together for the Most High slay your ass, man. All right, Ezekiel 3:17 tell us that, man. Or, yeah, Ezekiel 3:17. All right, give them warning from me. All right, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. Man, let me grab that real quick, because that's actually love. But what people hate us for these things, all right? This is Ezekiel 3:17. It says, Son of man, I've made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. So let me grab this somewhere else real quick. Ezekiel 33:1 and 2. It says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, and the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman. All right, because, all right, let's fast forward this in today's times, right? You living in these like Edomite neighborhoods, they all got like the ADT, the Brinks home security system and everything like that. If you're a husband, you love your family and so on and so forth, hey, you might want to protect your family. This is why you lock your doors at the house, right? Well, they got a step further. They got an alarm system. When they got a step further than that, they got cameras up and everything like that, So if you really love your family, you want to protect your family and make sure they're safe at night, you're going to what? Put that alarm there, right? So somebody opens your door, breaks a window, that alarm is going to go off. It's going to blow the trumpet. All right, you have cameras that's going to be able to be watching from afar out, when trouble is approaching, right? So in modern days today, if you love your family and you got the means to do it, you're going to set up your security system. All right, or at least lock the door. At the bare minimum, you're going to lock the door to your house, right? So this is what, hey, if you really love your people, watch out for them, right? So it says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring a sword upon the land, if the people of the land, they care about themselves, they're going to get that ADT alarm. If the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if he seeth the sword come upon the land and blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, then his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not the warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. So basically, let's go back to Ezekiel 3. Because, it's saying the same thing. It goes into the same thing. But nevertheless, 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman to the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. Right? So if somebody was like, yo, watch out for, all right, so I give it to you in a carnal sense. You and your boy, we ain't suggesting you do none of this shit. But back in the world, you and your boy gonna go do some folly. Y'all gonna go break into somebody's shit, right? He gonna go in the house. He got you as a watchman. Now, if you really care about your boy, you see some people coming, what you gonna do? You gonna, hey, bro, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't care about him, you gonna let this nigga get caught, right? So when we out there in the highways and the byways and we telling you about yourself to get right, all right? It's the same thing here. Like we just read, when you warn them, if they listen, then that's, they didn't deliver it themselves. Hey, bro, that people coming, let's go, man, before we get caught. All right, bro, let's just get the fuck up out of here. Then boom, you can make it to see another day. But if you inside the crib and like, hey, bro, the people coming, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, I'd let you know that the people coming and man, I'm about to take my time and do my thing, man. You always tripping, bro. Stop being scary. Then your ass get caught. That's your fault, because I told you they was coming. Your ass ain't want to listen. Or if I didn't tell you and I seen the people coming and I just ran, I'd be a bad friend. I don't really care about you, right? So for people over there telling us, oh, y'all are rude in speech, this is one of the few things that they say about us, all right? But and ultimately, they only hate us for the doctrine's sake. They don't hate us about anything else that we're doing in our personal lives or anything, because they ain't got nothing to say, all right? But when it comes down to this here scripture, all right, they hate us for what? Warning the people and telling them the truth. These people that's watching us, oh, y'all all rude, y'all be getting on to the sisters all bad. Well, 90% of the time we get on the brothers. We just don't say this and that to the brothers. We just, y'all get y'all shit together. But certain things, when we talk directly to the women, people get all bent out of shape. But ultimately, that's us giving you warning, because wow, we love you. We don't want to see you die and everything like that, right? But then you have these other camps that'll sit there and cater to these things because they just want to get the numbers in. They want to have, going back to what we were reading, how they were lovers of their own selves and everything like that. They want to just get they just want to get basically, how do I say, more people up under them to follow them and to glorify them. All right. And they're leading the people astray. Like, certain camps, they'll bring in a bunch of these ex-prisoners and things like that and have a highly militant type of group where, these people are wanting some kind of vengeance. They upset with the so-called white man in a certain type of way, not a spiritual type of way. All right. So they get out there so they can go out on the highways and the byways and cuss out the so-called white man. That make them feel good. But guess what? They paying up to these heads over here, man. All right. And then these people are getting rich off of that. You had your boy, he's dead now, Comfy. All right. Just scamming the people over the money and everything like that, man. All right. You have some groups out there that just want to make a so-called black community and a family oriented, where to come in and you get a wife or whatever to start a family. But then what? It's all kind of wickedness going on behind the scenes. But look, they put forth with the fancy garments and the little books and everything, but they just selling you because they just want the money. They want more and more numbers, but they're not really telling you nothing to deliver your soul from these things. They're telling you and breaking down the truth to you. All right. Because why? They know that the truth is a hard pill to swallow. So a lot of people will run away from those things, man. All right. But look, if you really in the spirit, hey, you'll find a way to do it, and you'll look at it in a spiritual sense. Like, just say for instance, here in GMS, Apostle Harden made some rules about certain things, which just, come to find out they all in the spirit anyway. Y'all should be, if it's in you, do a video every day, right? You should be trying to do a video every day. You may be in your flesh when he first made that statement. All right. And you was already tied up with certain things like, man, why we got to do all this? Why we got to do all that? You could have been in your flesh and thinking like that. But then you just started, having faith, and you started going forth with that. And now you're pushing out more videos. But look what kind of fruit it started bearing, man. All right. The prophecies are speaking loud and clear. They're coming more and more back to back. There's more people with all eyes on, looking at the truth in itself. From after 2020, everybody was sitting down trying to look for questions. But guess who's actually flooding the internet right now, to the point where people are complaining about us sounding like broken records, constantly harping on the prophecies, man. All right, because we're only out there to feed the elect. All right, not the ones out there with itching ears that just want some entertainment and want to see, brawls out there on the highways and the byways, man. All right, let's go back to the scripture. 2 Timothy 3:2, it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetousness, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And you also have some people that leave the main branches of these One West camps, and then they'll get upset with the heads. They'll act like they got, they got some kind of divine revelation that the apostles ain't never got. Like, yo, these brothers have been out on the highways and the byways preaching, like, if not the majority of your life, half of your life, a big portion of your life. How all of a sudden you got some new revelation? But ultimately, pride gets on them, all kind of different things get on them, and then they want to branch off. But then they're like lovers of themselves. They want to have people look at them and glorify them like as if they know something. Yeah, we was part of GMS and we left GMS. The apostles don't know what the hell they talking about. We got the true revelations. We on top of them now. But lo and behold, you only been in the truth 2 to 5, maybe 10 years, man. You see what I'm saying? But the outside people won't understand these types of things because they ain't even been around these people that long to really know who they are, their history, and where they come from, and what they really doing. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, when we try to tell you these things, it's for your own salvation. So you don't go off like, oh, how come y'all, getting on to these people, y'all can't get along with these folks and have a unity camp. Like, well, we know the history of a lot of these guys and where a lot of these guys come from. A lot of these guys come from us anyway. They just branch off and go do their own thing. And then that's when that pride starts setting in, and then the whole doctrine changes up. But see, you jumping from camp to camp, listening to this people and those people, these people, that's how you become confused, man. All right. You got some people out there teaching that Babylon is the Vatican City. All right. If you're listening to them, all right, then you listen to a little bit of GMS. Where the missiles going to touch down at, man? Where's the main salvation going to be at, man? In Babylon, right? Well, where's Babylon going to be at? In America or over in Vatican City, man? All right? So, you know what I mean? Like, you have to understand about these things and what these people are doing to you, or there ain't no Jacob's trouble. All right? But then all of a sudden now Jacob's trouble is coming, and you thinking all of a sudden, oh, you're going to be like the Christians say, oh, we're not going to see no tribulation. There's a pre-tribulation rapture, before all the hell start breaking loose. the Lord gonna come and take us up out of here, right? Well, what the fuck happened? Why y'all still here now? All right, look at 2020. Y'all should have been gone into 2019, man. Y'all should have been the fuck up out of here, man. All right, so hey, that can make you lose your faith if you thinking about things like that, man. If you was taught that, you know, there's like a pre-rapture tribulation, ain't no Jacob's trouble, you ain't gonna see that. When you start seeing calamities, then what? You might lose all your faith, but because you've been listening to the wrong people, you don't want to listen to the men that have the truth out there because, you know, they cussing or they get onto the sisters about this and that, and you want to listen to the guys or they garments are all raggedy and they ain't all matching with one another, but then you go see the other guys who got matching garments, they all militant like marching, and they got like thousands upon thousands of men. All right, they got, you know, thousands if not millions of views. They got the editing on their videos and everything like that, man. They talk and touch on all kind of different things like getting wives and building garments and having fashion shows. You want to listen to them, go right ahead, man. But then when you try to figure out what the hell is really going on out here, all right, why you in the middle of Jacob's trouble, why you going through trials and tribulations, all right, why you being forced to take the goddamn, take the mark of the beast, not knowing it's the mark of the beast, then you try calling on the Most High and your ass start shriveling up and dying, and you wondering why. I'm like, well, we tried to warn you about these things, but then you thought we was coming at you too harsh, man. All right, like the scriptures say, hey, give them warning for me. Well, we gave you warning. We blew the trumpet, man. We told you about these things, man, but you didn't want to hearken. All right. Keep going. It says, without natural affection. And going into that, without natural affection, man, it's like, yo, man, how the hell you coming to this here truth? Wake up to the truth. Know that the Most High real, and he'll destroy your ass, right? Know what the Most High done to us as a people. Can teach that history and go into the precepts, all these things, and know we're about to get delivered up out of here. And know about all these scriptures in here, and your ass still go over there and go off and willingly deceive the people for some temporary money in a kingdom that you know is about to get destroyed, man. Like, come on, man. That's without natural affection right there, man. You just, well, fuck them. You know, I'd rather line my pockets, you know, while I'm here, and if the Most High destroyed me, at least I get to spend the money beforehand. Without natural affection, truce breakers, all right? Hey, nah, because we here to like, you know, build you up and everything like that, and we real brothers and everything like that, but then behind your back, they stealing everything from you, sleeping with your woman and everything like that, man. All right? And a lot of these guys been coming out of these other camps like that and exposing you brothers for what y'all been doing, man. All right? Now, look at all the, look at the brothers or the people that done left GMS, man. All right? Like, you got a couple of them that'll leave and say that, oh, the apostles was teaching the wrong doctrine. They got some new revelation, but they just blatantly just retarded. But beyond that, the only thing that people normally could say about us was, hey, I've heard this story. Oh, y'all was too good of brothers. I just couldn't believe that y'all that good of brothers, or y'all that nice, or you know, they was actually some good brothers, or they decent people, or you know, it's something else that the reason they left. You know, they couldn't handle going out every weekend, or they couldn't give up certain things in their life, or things like that. But it's never like, oh, they was wronged by our brother in GMS like that, man. All right. Now, again, you did have a couple of cases where maybe one brother didn't wrong somebody here and there, but they was sifted out. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, you know, brothers wind up leaving and you know, things happen like that. Or if they do leave, it's probably a misunderstanding and they reconcile with those things. And then those brothers go on their own way. All right. And then they're still in how do I say, good standings. We see those brothers. We salute those brothers. We all on good pages. You know, if we see these brothers out and about, you know, we salute them and everything is all good. But you don't have no signs or people that's exposing us on the internet like, oh, I was a part of GMS, and this is what happened. They slept with my woman, and they stole all my money. They just did me wrong. We don't have those type of things going on over here, man. All right? But yet people think we're the worst of the worst camps, man. I forgot what is the most hateful group in America. They tell us that we're the most hateful group in America, but listen to the people that used to be a part of us that wound up leaving. They didn't say that about us. They don't have no accusations about nothing like that against us, man. All right? It says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent fears, despisers of those that are good. So again, when we telling you the truth about certain things, people hate us for that, man. All right, stop scaring the people with Jacob's trouble. Stop telling the people about this and that, or all these different things, man. But that's actually you know, showing you love and showing you the right things instead of lying to you about certain things that make you feel comfortable for the time being, so you ain't got to get your shit together and then you gonna ultimately die. Oh, it ain't no such thing as Jacob's trouble. Well, what's gonna happen when the shit really start hitting the fan, man? Were you really showing them love at that point in time? All right. It says traitors, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High. You know, oh, let's have us a fashion show and a war ceremony, a rap-off contest, a concert. Let's go to the club and things like that, man. All right, like during basically quote-unquote business hours. All right, because look, all things are lawful, but it's not really expedient, man. All right, you know, and then you got to take heed to what times that we in right about now, man. All right. It says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, for such turn away. All right. So, I mean, hey, they'll come out and break out, oh, we Hebrew Israelites breaking down some scriptures and this and that. You may see them on the highways and the byways preaching. Yeah, from the naked eye, I mean, we all look the same in that aspect. But once you really start tuning in to what these guys are saying and how they moving, you be like, wait a minute, there's a difference here, man. All right. You know, you have one camp that's like televising them going to the shooting range and everything like that, all in their garments and stuff like that. We're not with all of those things, man. All right. We wouldn't be partaking in those stuff like that, and then that'll draw some people in. But if you're in the right spirit, that would, because you already understand that they're gonna come for the persecution. Why would you give them fuel for the fire, man? We have to be blameless in this here thing, man. All right, they're gonna blame us for anything. Let them blame us for the gospel's sake, man. All right, like, well, we gotta X y'all out because of the things y'all are saying. Like what happens to the Most High do to the moles out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's what y'all blaming us over. All right, it ain't the fact that y'all done caught us with, some extendo clips riding around with some dirty guns and everything like that, or all kind of crazy things, man. All right, we don't have those types of accusations again. All right, this is verse 6. For this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lust. All right, and hey, we've seen and heard all the accusations about things like this, man. All right, about a brother being extra hurt because he thought he had a brother and his brother wound up sleeping with his wife, or all these different things going on. But these are the same men out there teaching you about the laws, man. All right, it says ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth, because ultimately they don't apply these things, man. They know how to speak these smooth words to draw Jake in. All right. You know what? I'm gonna just bring out one more. I had a couple more precepts, but for time's sake, I think I pretty much made the point. All right. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1, it says, "This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance." So, you have to go back to your pure mind, what's actually in the scriptures and things like that. All right. Don't get too comfortable in this and think, oh, now you're an Israelite and everything like that. You exempt from all these things. You can just go out and live like a king right now. No, we still in captivity, man. All right. That you be mindful of the words which are spoken before by the holy prophets and the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts. All right, here we go again. All right, and saying, where's the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. All right, so you have some people, again, like I was saying earlier, that, oh, why do we need these camps? Why do we have this going on? All these things are going to still go on. They've been doing these things, man. For this they are willingly ignorant of, by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perish. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Most High is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like one day. All right. Well, let me keep going. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but long-suffering to us, who are not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Here's the point. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right. Nevertheless, we, according to this promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So, and it's here since, you have some of our people saying, oh, it's going to go on forever. We might as well just get comfortable here and have us a black community here, Israelite community here, settle your ease here, because look, we're going to be here for a while, man. No, the right mindset that you should be in is hastening the day into the day of the Lord coming, man, and getting us up out of here, man. Doing what we got to do, man. Forever tightening up, man. All right, examining yourself daily to see whether you be in the truth or not, man. This is the spirit that you should be in, constantly, looking at yourself under a microscope and examining yourself. Not saying that, you come into a camp and then brothers is always on you. But hey, a lot of the times you might be going off, all right, and brothers is showing you, how to tighten up a little bit, man. All right, just like in the world, right? In the world, you don't really know what your funk really smell like. You know what I'm saying? So you may have walked out the house and forgot to throw some deodorant on, and you riding in the work truck with somebody else, and they smell your ass like, yo, cuz you put on deodorant this morning? telling you that because I love you, not because I'm trying to make fun of you or anything. Like, oh shit, maybe I didn't. And you start smelling yourself because I mean, you know, a lot of times you can't smell your own, how they say, your own odors and things like that. But hey, you got somebody beside you, they can see and smell those things that you can't. You know, same way we have a brother that might be trying to tighten you up, man. Again, we're not talking about having tyrants over you and everything like that, but ultimately, you know, we give you these here warnings because look, we're set to watch after your souls, man. And ultimately that's what you need to be taking heed to when you're looking at these different teachers, these different camps, and the importance of the order that was set forth, man. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth and ever well. A salutation of much love for you, I can pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Till next time, I say stay strong. Shalom.